A new day, a new video. Welcome everyone to another video of Era of Chaos, and today I want to be talking about Duel of Champions. I don't want to do my tries because I already did them, but I want to talk about like how to approach Duel of Champions. And that is because I see a lot of like discussion about it, like when to do your tries, how to like approach Duel of Champions to get a high ranking. And if you didn't know, Duel of Champions is the game mode that decides who will compete in the Battle of Gods, which I already made some videos about. So if you don't know the Battle of Gods thingy, I would suggest checking out the videos on that. There are a lot of cool rewards. You can get like green dragon tokens in the Battle of Gods, you can get black knight tokens, you can get black knight soul stones. So a lot of good stuff that you can get there, and in order to be able to join the Battle of Gods tournament, you have to be in the top 32 of Duel of Champions every second week. And if you do this, then yeah, you get there. So what would I suggest? I would suggest if you are low power on your server compared to like the rest of it, do your tries as close to the reset as possible, like before the reset, close before the reset. And if you're high power on your server, do it as close as possible after the reset. For me, in my time zone, the reset here is at 6 in the morning. In game it's 5 in the morning, but for me that is 6 right now. And that is very good because I am the rank 1 power player in my mind, in my mind, in my server. And why do I want to do it as early as possible then? That is because if you look here, now I did my tries already, and I am rank 1 now. So if people start doing their tries later, like here, the people that have not done their tries yet, as they get closer to my score, they are more likely to fight against me. And since I am the highest power, they are more likely to lose against me than win against me. Maybe some of them win against me, I'm not sure, because I don't have replays on their tries. But I think most of the people will lose against me just because of the power difference. And I think my astral setup is also not that bad, so yeah, that's why I want to be always high up there. So if people get close to my ranking, they fight against me, they lose, and then I will have a lot of then I will have the highest score, because I win my battles. As you see here, my win rate is 100% for this week so far. And if I assure that the other people lose at least one time, I can be pretty certain that I will be rank 1 after the week ends. So that's why I want to do it as early as possible after the reset. And for people that are lower power, I would suggest doing it as late as possible before the reset. Because if you do it as late as possible before the reset, other people will already have done their tries. So there will be a lot more options to fight against in the top tier. Because now, like, when people get to 3,500-600, there's not much option. There are not many options to fight against if they get higher than this. So they are more likely to fight against the top power players. I would make the cut maybe just where also the list of gods is. If you are in power top 32 or higher, do your tries early. If you're lower than that, do your tries late. I know the matchmaking here is not about power, but you have to think about it as if it was about power. That is, like, if you know the top 32 players, you cannot beat them. Try to avoid them as much as possible. So that's why you're fighting when everybody else has made their tries already. If you beat most players on your server and you are on a high power ranking, do them as early as possible so people are more likely to fight against you. And also, like, you could always go with those hot units, I think they're called in the formation. I usually only do that in the legend rank because that's when it's really getting like more competitive, because in the legend rank, that's like only the end of the week. They're only the people that win like all of their battles, kind of. So for me, before that, it's not really important. But if you are fighting to get there, like to get to the list of gods, I would suggest you're looking to build something with at least 1 or 2 of those hotspot units, especially if they are like offensive units, because getting more HP on offensive units is very, very good, because they are getting focused by other people's heroes, and if they get more HP, they are more likely to live those spells, and therefore your opponent does not really have the spells available for your units that do like the defensive work. So yeah, I think that was basically it, what I wanted to say about how to approach it. Maybe we can also look at the store, like why it's also important to do this game mode. Even if you're not getting to the top 32, it's very important to still do this game mode, because you're getting a lot of good stuff here. Most importantly, you get the universal tokens, which are like the probably most valuable resource in the whole game. And you also get the most important PvE heroes, I'd say. Or like, well, you get Gelu, which is probably the best PvE hero that there is. You get Rashka, which is probably one of the best free-to-play heroes in the game as well. Alongside, well, because the Inferno faction is very, very free to play. You only have like 1 SSR unit, which is pretty like good to get in just 1 altar, and everything else is really, really like easy to obtain. You get Ifriti tokens from Arena, like in the Arena store, I think, was it? No, in the campaign store, and imp tokens. So here are two Inferno units. In the beginning of the game, you get a lot of those rock tokens, so she will be pretty high star as well. And Ifriti and Gog are also getting are also having awakenings now. And you're in the early game, you can also choose to get Demon as a tank. So Inferno is really, really easy to obtain high star units, and therefore it's really good to early on focus on it. So being able to get Rashka fast to 4-star is really, really good option if you are a free-to-play player. And Luna, I use Luna over Rashka in Dwarves, because the Inferno wall, I think, is more consistent for me than the Rushka Ultimate. But yeah, that's probably personal preference. What I wanted to say with this is just, it's very important to do this game mode because the stuff you can get from the store with your I don't know what they are called, the champion trophies, let's call them champion trophies, are really good. Alright, I think that was it for this video. I hope you have a little idea on how to approach this game mode now. If you still have more questions, of course let me know in the comment section below. And other than that, I just can say take care, have a good one, and see you next time. Bye.